Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to have videos of the paid request for Bjorn. Sorry about that. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, video game playthroughs for an hour or full playthrough, whatever the case may be, random topics, rankings, tier lists, what have you. PayPal's usually the best bet. I do have a Cash App and a Patreon because people have asked about those. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to them as soon as I can. But Bjorn wanted me to talk about an Iron Maiden album called Number of the Beast, which came out in 1982. Now, it's been one of those things where I've listened to a few albums of Iron Maiden, actually thanks to Bjorn, so thank you for that, and the request. I really appreciate it. They definitely help with the channel and such. But I've been kind of not gun-ho about the band. I kind of feel like I should be because they're such a heavily praised band, and I'm kind of sitting there going, what am I missing? What is my major malfunction? How come I'm not loving this band as much as other people are? Because I love rock. I love heavy metal. I grew up with AC/DC and Metallica, and I've liked albums of Megadeth I've listened to, and some Judas Priest, like the newest album they had. I think it came out this year, 2024. I liked that one. Some Black Sabbath, both Ozzy and Dio. I've liked some of those. Not every single song, but Iron Maiden, it's been kind of meh so far. Like, I don't hate it, but it's like, eh. I will say this, of the albums I've listened to so far, I would say it's my favorite. There's at least 3 or so songs I did quite enjoy on this. Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, and Hallowed Be Thy Name. And I realized that I had not really heard much of their songs before this, except Run to the Hills. That's one I've heard many times. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that was Iron Maiden. And I do love that as easily my favorite song on the album. And my favorite song so far I've heard of Iron Maiden. You run to the hills, run for your life. Sorry, I butchered that as making the doves cry. But like I said, I didn't go with Iron Maiden like others. Like I thought I heard something. Like, I knew like that song I had heard. Just like I knew I must have heard Iron Maiden. I would have, but it's just hard for me to make the connection. Just like I said, I like listening to music, but a lot of times on the radio, it's like you're hearing a song and you're enjoying it, and you're a kid, but it's like I don't pay attention to who sung the song, what the title of the song is. It's like I just like the jingle, or I like the rhythm, or I like the chorus. And a lot of times when I'm with my mom and we were going up to the grocery store, which is because we lived in the middle of nowhere, and the most decent one is like 30 miles away, so take a while to get there. Maybe further, maybe like 30, 40 miles away. It was quite a while. But you listen to the music, but you're not really paying attention as a kid as to who sung it. It was just, oh, I like the way it sounds, that type of thing. But get to the album, Invaders, I thought it was kind of a meh way to open it. And apparently, reading up on it, apparently the band felt the same as well. Like, they didn't really want that to be the first song, but then I guess they turned. I'm like, you want the first song to be Run to the Hills. That should have been the banner, first and foremost. But I mean, that's just me. Because Invaders, I thought it was a very meh way to just open up the album. But then Children of the Damned, I thought, picked it back up a bit. Interesting that it's based on Village of the Damned. That's why it's called. I know some places that's called Children of the Damned, depending where in the world you're at. And I thought they had some really great guitar and drum work. I really enjoyed the chorus. He's walking like a dead man. If he had lived, he would have crucified us all. Like, some of the lyrics in there, definitely intriguing. But yeah, I definitely like the chorus of that. And again, the guitar and drum work, pretty on par, pretty spot on, pretty solid. It's funny, I did a reaction to a song they did on Dune. I remember people in the comments saying, well, actually, that's typical that they would base this on a movie or a show. And case in point, we had one on Village of the Damned, and then the song The Prisoner is based on the TV show. And you even hear a little bit of the TV show at the beginning of the song. I'm not a prisoner, I'm a free man. I do like the chorus in this. It has a very high energetic guitar work. The lyrics of the song seem like it would fit that type of show. You spit in your eye, will defy. Not a prisoner, I'm a free man, and my blood is my own now. I can't sing for shit, so I don't even know why I'm trying. But that song I didn't mind as well. I like the energetic vibe that song had. 22 Acacia Avenue. Not for me. It just felt like a jumbled mess of stuff put together. But Number of the Beast I did like. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's where I heard it. But at the same time, I listened to a playlist on YouTube, and this sounds so clean. Like, this sounds like a song that audio-wise, production-wise, would have been done today. It just sounded so clean. I'm like, why does this sound so cleaned up compared to everything else on the playlist of this album? I don't know if there's an explanation for that, or it's just me. But this was one of my favorite songs on the album. Left alive, my mind was blank. Could not believe that what I saw was real and not fantasy. Had a great build-up. You know, I have the power. I have the force. I thought that song really worked and really get your adrenaline pumped up. And I think that was a song that got them a lot of trouble because people thought they were Satanists. Because of, Number of the Beast, 666, and it's talked about stuff of that nature. So people back then were very adamant that heavy metal would cause people to worship the devil and kill people and murder people. And but this is also a time period they thought, what was it? Dungeons and Dragons was going to make people kill people. And that if you played Dungeons and Dragons, then you're going into sorcery and satanic rites and rituals, and you're going to murder some bitches. Just watch that awful fucking movie, Mazes and Monsters, with Tom Hanks. That because Tom Hanks is so adamant about Dungeons and Dragons, he can't tell fantasy from reality, and he loses his mind, and his life goes topsy-turvy, and he doesn't know what to do, and he's shit out of luck, and because he was into Dungeons and Dragons, I'm like, this is the ridiculous, stupid fucking movie I've seen in a while. And that's why you had a lot of horror films that were based on that idea of, like, Trick or Treat, among other, heavy metal horror films. Because the public and the critics and the council groups of their times, like, nope, this is going to be the sign of the devil. And they did talk about the devil a lot, to be fair, and the devil horns, to be fair, but a lot of times it's part of a marketing ploy to get people interested and defy authority. Say, fuck you, I'm going to buy this anyway, so kiss my ass. And it worked for a lot of it. I'm sure once in a while there's one of them that did believe in that shit, but not as many as they thought. But Number of the Beast, like I said, I like the build-up of the song. It really got me intrigued as to, okay, where's this going? And then get into high gear. But Run to the Hills that was the one I knew the most of their songs. And that one, it was great to hear then. He killed our tribes, he killed our creed, but down, 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 but down, down, down. We fought him hard, we fought him well, duh, duh, duh. We gave them hell. Love that guitar work and the build-up. And then they ratchet the bass, like a galloping of a horse. Like, run to the hills, run for your life. And I know I can't sing for shit, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm an idiot. But that I really got into. That I did quite enjoy. Still like that song. Still held up very well. Now there's songs like Daneland and Total Eclipse. I'm trying to like, I don't mind Total Eclipse of the Heart. That's a different band, different people, different song. But I didn't really care for them one way or another. Like meh. But I did like Hallowed Be Thy Name. It's 7 minutes long, but that was well paced. It was a good one. It had really wonderful guitar work, especially in the second half. And that one, along with Run to the Hills and Number of the Beast, those three I thought went above and beyond with some of the, compared with the other tracks like Invaders and Daneland and like those. I think those was actually some of the bigger hits that they had. I could see why they just felt a bit more oomph to them that I really could get into. Really didn't mind. Give me more songs of those, Iron Maiden. Give me more songs like Run to the Hills that are very catchy and very had that memorable quality to it. But yeah, I would say of the three albums I've heard so far, this would be my favorite because of that. Now, I wouldn't say I would, for me personally, I put like Aerosmith, Bon Jovi, which I know is sacrilege for me to say that, but I'm saying it because it's my honest opinion. Metallica, Megadeth, AC/DC, like stuff above Iron Maiden. But I can see why people like the band. And again, there are songs of theirs I do like as well. I may not be a big gun-ho fan of them as of yet, but it's definitely been interesting so far to hear their work, and it does feel like there's an improvement with each album. I will give them that. And I do appreciate that. I do strongly feel that way. I feel like this is improved compared with the other two, where they feel a bit more secure. Production value seems a bit better. Like I said, I think I did like Number of the Bees. It sounded so clean. I'm like, what the hell? I was just surprised by that. But with that said, that's my thoughts on Iron Man. I know it's not a long video, but I don't want to overdo it. Just put a bunch of fluff BS that who gives a shit? What does that have to do with the review? But thanks once again, Bjorn. I really appreciate your kindness, man. Thank you. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.